Thank you for being with us here today, despite your occupied schedules. I want to begin by reiterating our heartfelt sympathy for everyone who suffered in the Great East Japan earthquake. This month, our Japanese production has basically returned to our pre-quake volume. In addition to being thankful for the tremendous efforts by people in the workplace, I would also like to express my sincerest appreciation for the diverse cooperation and support from our suppliers, dealers, other related companies, and most of all from people in the Tohoku region who themselves were directly victims of the disaster, and from local governments. As soon as possible after the disaster, I myself came to see the affected areas and to hear directly from people here. To understand their feelings as best I could, I visited Miyagi Prefecture and other Tohoku prefectures. However, seeing the depth of the scars left by the disaster and realizing the suffering of the survivors left me speechless. At the port of Sendai, the tsunami clearly left its mark. Vehicles swallowed by the tsunami while waiting in the shipping yard for delivery to customers were destroyed. Some of our dealers had lost employees. Even still, surviving employees held back their sadness and, aiming to deliver to customers what they could, worked feverishly to secure cars that people needed. Although my visit was short, it was long enough for me to absorb the underlying spirit of the people here in Tohoku and to marvel at their commitment to moving on. I became determined to do something to help restore smiles to faces in Tohoku and to take part in restoring hope to this region through step-by-step measures for ensuring a bright future. In that spirit, we at Toyota launched the Kokoro Hakobu project in June. The project reflects our belief that vehicles can carry more than people and goods. They can carry the spirit of assistance that each of us shares at Toyota. Today, as part of the Kokoro Hakobu project, we are announcing what we can do. The details are in the distributed news release. So, I will focus in my remarks on the Toyota spirit that we want to convey to the people of Tohoku and on our hopes and expectations for the assistance program. People at Toyota have always approached their work in the spirit of contributing to society through manufacturing automobiles. Ever since the disaster, I have been thinking about ways for us at Toyota to help the people of Tohoku. My conclusion is that we should work through manufacturing together with people in the region to build a bright future for Tohoku. First of all, following the Chubu region in central Japan and the Kyushu region in southern Japan, Tohoku, as our third manufacturing center in Japan, will be responsible for developing and assembling compact cars. It will also be in charge of production and procurement for engines and major structural and other components. We have also decided to produce a small hybrid vehicles in Tohoku. To promote Tohoku manufacturing over the mid and long term will require establishing a system for continuously cultivating human resources. we have decided that the Toyota Technical Skills Academy in Toyota City, which follows the thinking that making things means making people, will establish a similar training facility at our operations in Tohoku. Graduates of the facility will put their skills to work at manufacturing enterprises in Tohoku to deliver products that will win the hearts of customers worldwide. In that way, a revived Tohoku will lead Japan into the future. This is the pattern we hope will take root. Meanwhile, for the children who will build our future, to educational assistance and other charity funds set up by the prefectures of Miyagi, Iwate, and Fukushima for children who lost one or both parents in the disaster, Toyota will contribute a total of 300 million yen. The children of Tohoku are the future of the region. The disaster orphaned more than 200 children. More than 1,500 children lost one of their parents. We at Toyota want to help those children overcome sorrow and uncertainty and eventually play a part in building the future of Tohoku. And that is why we have decided to contribute to funds that will provide continuing support. Finally, I would like to introduce one of the manifestations of my learning experience from my visit to the disaster zone, the development of a hybrid vehicle that can supply electricity. After the earthquake, we heard that our Estima hybrid minivan played a helpful role by letting people charge their cell phones thanks to its electricity supply function. Realizing that hybrid vehicles can help out in an emergency, if the electricity stored in their batteries can be used to power electrical appliances and equipment, we decided to offer the power supply function of the Estima hybrid as an option in the Prius in about 1 year. In addition, we will install for free devices with the same function in units of the Prius in service in Tohoku prefectures. A demonstration vehicle is on display at the entrance to the hotel, and please have a look at it later. We intend to enhance and continue our Kokoro Hakobu project, believing that this step we take is toward the future of Tohoku, and that it will help restore smiles to faces in this region. We look forward to moving ahead hand in hand with the people of Tohoku. I ask you for your continued support in the future. Thank you.